always awkward when someone else is in the room.
I do your big girl.
Please go away. Please go away. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bit different and hopefully quick. So first things first, I have showered. I'm just cold and have a bit of a flu, so that's why I have a gown on and I have a cup of tea. My mother bought me this mug, so that's why I just love it, and you might see it a lot on the channel. Okay, so anyway, this is a requested video. I'm not lying, people actually asked for it, that's why I'm doing it. People were asking how I make roti, because I do cook a lot and I post on Instagram and even on my WhatsApp. So yeah, this will just be a video telling you guys how I do the whole process. Okay, so first things first, you have to make your pap, and if you don't know how to make pap, do follow the instructions on your maize meal packaging. Now make sure that your pap is stiff, so that it goes towards being uputu, but it shouldn't be dry. So that's why I'm saying pap. But as you can see from the video and the picture, this is how it should look like. When your pap is close to being done, like nearly done or done, you can pour it out and transfer it into another container, and you can place it there to cool down a little. But make sure that it doesn't cool down to such an extent that it's cold. It must still feel warm in your hands, but it must be manageable so that you don't burn yourself. So now you're going to work with the flour and the pap mix you've just made. Pour some flour into the mixture and try and knead everything together and work it into a manageable dough. And it is easy to work in sections, so if you like, you can take maybe a handful at a time and then work in your flour section by section. Now the mixture will be sticky. You will have to try and deal with that by working on a floured surface at all times and making sure also your hands have a bit of flour and have enough flour also on the side to work with. So if you've sectioned all your pots, you can now put them back together to form one dough and roll that up again on a floured surface. Then you should roll it up into a long rod thingy, magically. Yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. Anyway, again, flour your surface, flour your snake-like dough thingy. And cut it up now into manageable disc that you will be rolling out later into your roti. So once you have cut it out, you are going to flour the individual pieces as well, so that it doesn't stick to your surface when you're working with your individual pieces. Now you're going to take your individual pieces, you're going to once again flour your surface, flatten out your pieces and then put them on your floured surface and work with your rolling pin to roll it out as flat as you can, because the flatter it is, the quicker it will cook, and yeah, the easier it will just be. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can even use a glass or anything else that could help you with the rolling process. After you have rolled it out and it is nice and flat and big enough, you can use anything to cut out the specific shape that you want. I have used a lid of a specific pot. Just make sure that the shape you're using will fit into the pan you will be frying your roti in. because it doesn't make sense to just cut out a big piece if it won't fit into your pot or pan. Okay, so you can also use a knife to cut out your specific shapes, and that is basically what you have to do, and you just do it over and over and over again up until you are finished. Okay, another thing that you should be careful of, once you have cut out all your roti, be careful not to lay them on top of each other, because the dough is sticky and they might stick to each other, which will make your work hard, as you'll have to now try and separate them before frying them up individually. Okay, so as you are cutting out the rotis, you may have seen that there were some leftover bits. You just, at the end, you just take all those bits, and then once again you roll it up and you make it into one dough, and you start again with the whole process. Okay, so now to the last step, the frying part of it. Roti is fried, not boiled, just in case you didn't know. So you're just going to take your pan and you are going to oil your pan lightly, just enough oil to, you know, oil the surface of the pan. Then you are going to, of course, make sure that your stove is switched on, but on medium heat, not high, otherwise it will burn your roti, and not too low, otherwise nothing will happen. So medium heat to start with, then as you carry out the process, you can lower the heat down. So once your oil is hot enough, you're going to take your roti and you're going to put it in your pan, and yeah, just let the pan do the magic. Once you see some bubbles appearing on your roti, some like air pockets, air bubbles, you will know that it is cooking up, and you will have to turn it soon. It's similar to making a pancake, because even in your pancake you see some air bubbles and you know you have to flip it around. So yeah, that's the same thing. So once you see those air pockets, you just flip it around and make sure it's brown on one side, and you wait for the other side to brown. The second side is always quicker than the first side. That's just another tip that you should know. So yeah, make sure you don't burn it. Once it's browned on both sides with these speckled dots, then you know it is good to go. So you should always transfer your roti into a closed container. I sometimes use another pot because I can close it nicely and it keeps the heat in. But this time I was just using one of my mother's Tupperware dishes. I just lined it with some, kitchen towel tissues so it could soak up all the steam. But yeah, that keeps it nice and soft, and also nice and warm. So each time you finish, just put it in the container and of course seal it. So yeah, that is basically it. That is how you make roti. Well, my way, of course. I was taught by my aunt and mother the specific way, but there are tons of other ways as well. Other ways which just use flour and oil and whatnot. If you'd like me to do other ways, to let me know, I will show you. But this way has been my favorite way. One, because the roti is always nice and fresh and soft. The other ways, especially using flour, it ended up becoming brittle in some cases or dry in some cases. And with this way, you legit just need flour, maize meal, and water, and a bit of oil, of course, to fry. But that is all you need. Oh, and some salt to add in your bap. Forgot to mention that. Okay, I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, don't forget to put them down below, or any other suggestions about how people out there, put them down below as well. That is it for today's video. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. I will do that. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to do the things like, comment, subscribe, and of course share.
Kidding.
Say subject.
Yeah.
Kunjak.
Roger.
No bad, serious. How? Unjani rotab?
Okay. Roti review. Is it to tear?
Easy to say.
Good on the tongue.
Mm.
And goes really well with the beans.
I guess it's like my friends. Do try it at home.